The fire's not even going yet, and it's bearable inside my sleeping bag.
It is wonderful. What are you talking about?
Actually, I was warm all night long in this cozy sleeping bag. And I only have one shirt on and one pair of pants on. Matt's working on getting our fire going so we can have some breakfast. I don't know what we're gonna have yet, because each one of our eggs, the other night, I heard them go, I heard some crack, pop, pop, pop. And I thought it might be our eggs, and I looked at them, and each one cracked open and got frozen egg come out of it, so I think we're gonna have to scramble them all or something. So if you didn't know that, whilst winter camping, if it gets cold enough, your eggs will pop open. I didn't think they'd do that, but they did. Look at Burton. Oh, he's the happiest dog in the world. Oh, he wants to cuddle. Matt's getting wild with his knife. It's no Bear Grylls knife. Okay, we're gonna close this before we lose a finger. Oh, that's a cracked breakfast. Cracked out the top from cold pressure, evidently. We're still gonna eat them. We're just gonna boil them and cook them that way. And I think they'll be fine. And there's actually quite a few that did not pop open, but they're frozen solid, and we didn't want to wait for them to defrost. So, we're still gonna eat eggs this morning with oatmeal.
Eggs and oatmeal.
Burton already had his delicacy of Alpo mixed with regular dog food.
House.
Burton, house.
Your house.
Yeah. Just stay over there.
It's not bedtime yet.
He's a pretty good boy. We teach him what part of the tent means house when we first get here, and he stays there. Except for at night. Then he gets to snuggle between the humans for extra warmth. He's got a lot of hair, so I don't know who's benefiting more. Here's on our goal of things to fix today. For some reason our pipe isn't fitting really good through that hole. It's been touching pretty firmly, which I don't want to try and preserve that fabric as long as possible. I know you can buy more patches, but... So I'm going to have Matt hold the stove up. I'm just going to dig out underneath and see if we can't drop the pipe down a little bit and see if it doesn't fit in there a little easier. We haven't really had that problem before, so it must be just the snow making the stove uneven on the bottom and tight on the top. So. We also did something cool last night or yesterday when we made this new tent pad. We made snow pillows, because we didn't bring pillows to sleep on because we don't need them, but we made snow pillows under where our sleeping bags go, and so our heads were up on this mound of snow. And it worked out awesome. We both slept like babies last night. So. If you like to sleep with a pillow, just make one out of snow under your tent pad. Works out really nice. Matt didn't even snore last night. At least not that I could hear, but I was out like a light, so he could have snored and gotten away with it. Day 3, and I finally had to go number 2. And I found the best spot. There was a little stump sticking up with a pointy thing to put my toilet paper on. It was almost like I was at home. It was great. Matt's got the fire going, boiling all sorts of water. Gonna cook them cracked eggs. We're going to cook those cracked eggs.
Cracked eggs.
So far, it has snowed every single day that we've been here. But today looks to be blizzard. This literally just started coming down 2 minutes ago.
Whoa, the weather
So
outside is frightful.
it'll be a good day to make that roast chicken close to home. Not too much camping today.
So delightful. When you got the stove burning hot. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Matt's just relaxing back there.
We're gonna do some hiking today, snowshoeing, extreme snowshoeing. Might be some backflips, 180s, 360s, Philly poppers, Jimmy hoppers, you know, all that X Games shit.
Like he's gone batshit crazy.
Oh,
Matt thinks he's a stud without a shirt on.
It's hot. Whoever thought that we would be cold up here from time to time, it's probably 85 degrees in the tent right now.
If not 90. You can see the camera lens fogging over. I'm gonna start making that chicken, so I was gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. There she is, our chicken, sitting in that pot there. I dehydrated and powdered some tomatoes at home, and so that's what's rubbed all over it. And then Matt and I are gonna go find some spit sticks and get the fire going outside in a little bit. Then we're gonna tie our legs up with floss, non-mint flavor, and put it on a spit. It's gonna be really good, and you guys are gonna be jealous. So there's a freshly down pine tree here. I've already been working on it, that we have close to our campsite. And this part will be a perfect spit. So I'm going to use this here Bear Grylls knife. Really good for almost everything, including cutting up butter, putting it on English muffins, splitting logs, cutting chicken, all sorts of things. So I'm going to use this to shave the bark off of our tree. Okay, see you in a little bit. Our fire outside didn't work. We couldn't keep it hot enough to go, or long enough without going through a ton of wood. So
The wood was melting the snow, which was causing it to get wet, and the heat was putting water droplets from the top of the cliff down to the fire, which was putting it out. We couldn't keep the snow away from it, so...
but other people do it, so I don't know how they do it. You should send me some tips if you know. Otherwise, we've got this roasting pot going with my chicken in here. That's a tomato. Oh yeah. It smells so good. So, we're not jealous of you yet. Hoffman's super sharp cheddar cheese. On what we're doing.
Playing a game called King's Corners, and we just got done throwing gold edition of Duraflame log, and that puppy is freaking going. You will see there's another log in there.
Yeah.
Well, that one's already been spent, but now it's relighting that one.
Those logs are like wood on crack.
So we'll see if it lives up to 3+ hours of burn time and gets that chicken cooked. It'll do its business. We all both got really cold outside. We were messing, and it's really wet. Snow's really wet, and I think it got through all of our clothing pretty fast today, so I wanted to come
It's
inside.
an inside day.
Burden likes inside days. Burden.
Burden.
You lay back down, good boy. Yes.
Hi. So I wanted to show you our chicken that I've been roasting all day, and you will be jealous because it tastes amazing. So there she is. You can probably barely see her, but she's boiling. Really good. And then there was another thing I wanted to discuss with you. It's like a storm blew in or something. It's really, really windy. So Matt tightened up the tent sides and we secured the pipe better, and I'm hoping everything stays together because it would really suck if A, our pipe tipped over in the middle of the night for our stove, Or B, our tent for some reason ripped, which would be horrible. So that's what's going on right now. As a rule of thumb, I do not emerge from my tent in the morning until Matt has started a fire. It's just how I preserve myself.
Want to see how cold it is?
Nope.
Look at this.
I think I got lice. It's been like 3 days, 4 days since I've had a shower. Matt's got the fire going, obviously, since I've gotten out of my sleeping bag by 1 foot, partially. I'm going to show you the front of our door so you can see the damage that the snow did last night. Looky there. Like a foot of snow outside our door. Oh my god. It's going to be the longest hike home ever. In 2 days. For me, the trick is staying active all day because I've noticed that if I pause, like to try and start a chicken fire outside, or to watch Matt do something, or just pause for like 10 minutes, then my body temperature drops enough that I can't get warmed up unless I come inside and cook something or start a fire for like 2 hours. So I have to stay active all day. So Matt and I are thinking of activities to do. So he talked about the wind barrier that we're going to try and make. We noticed a lot of freshly downed pine trees that were still pretty bushy enough that we're going to set on this side of the tent. Maybe it'll help block the wind a little bit because we don't really feel like moving the tent again because, I don't know, it's just kind of a pain in the ass. Plus it's really windy, so I feel like if we move the tent, all our shit's going to blow all over the place. So, also, our tip-ups have been unsuccessful, and I don't know why. I think I'm just destined to not catch fish. It's a good thing we're not relying on fish for food, because we'd be starving.